Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vyasadeva Bhaktavinda Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vyasadeva Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Jaya Radha Madhav, Jaya Radha Madhav, Radha Madhav, Jaya Radha Madhav. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Subhadra Mai, Jaya Sudarshana. Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सदस्य श्रीमद श्रीवान ग्रेस भाई चरणानंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सदस्य श्रीमद श्रीवान ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्री हरदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की ग्रंथराज श्रीमद्भागवतम की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरि ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमा श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपाकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजन्मालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रे। हरे कृष्णा। So welcome you all in our morning Bhagavatam class. So we are reading from Canto 1, Chapter 13, Dhritarashtra quits home, right? Shloka number 51. धृतराष्ट्र सह भ्रात्रा गान्धार्या च स्वभार्यया दक्षिणेन हिमवत ऋषीणाम् आश्रमं गतः। धृतराष्ट्रः सह भ्रात्रा गान्धार्या च स्वभार्यया दक्षिणेन हिमवत ऋषीणाम् आश्रमं गतः। धृतराष्ट्रः सह भ्रात्रा गान्धार्या च स्वभार्यया दक्षिणेन हिमवत ऋषीणाम् आश्रमं गतः। Please recite. धृतराष्ट्र सह भ्रात्रा गान्धार्या च सभार्यया श्रीनयनां हिमवत हिनामाश्रमं गतः गान्धार्या च सभार्यया दक्षिणेन हिमवत ऋषीणां श्रमं गतः धृतराष्ट्र सह भ्रात्रा गान्धार्या च सभार्यया दक्षिणेन हिमवत ऋषीणामाश्रमं गतः धृतराष्ट्रः सह भ्रात्रा गान्धार्या च सभार्यया दक्षिणेनां हिमवता ऋषीणामाश्रमं गतः धृतराष्ट्र सह भ्रात्रा गान्धार्या च सभार्यया दक्षिणेन हिमवता ऋषीणामाश्रमं गतः धृतराष्ट्र सह भ्रात्रा गान्धार्या च सभार्यया दक्षिणेन हिमवता ऋषीणामाश्रमं गतः. What word meaning? Dhritarashtra, Saha, along with, Bhratra, his brother Vidura, Gandharya, Gandhari also, Cha, and Swabharyaya, his own wife, Dakshinena, by the southern side, Himavataha, of the Himalaya mountains, Rishinam, of the rishis, Ashramam, in shelter, Gataha, he has gone. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Translation. O King, your uncle Dhritarashtra, his brother Vidura, and his wife Gandhari have gone to the southern side of Himalaya mountains, where there are shelters of the great sages. Please repeat after me. O King, your uncle Dhritarashtra, his brother Vidura, and his wife Gandhari have gone to the southern side of the Himalaya mountains, where there are shelters of the great sages. Purport. To pacify the mourning Maharaj Yudhishthir, Narada first of all spoke from the philosophical point of view, and then he began to describe the future moments of his uncle, which he could see by his foreseeing powers, and thus began to describe as follows. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadavaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakha Vitamsha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरतिशे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। सो धृतराष्ट्र सह भ्रात्रा गांधार्य च स्वभार्यया दक्षिण हिमवत ऋषीणाम ashramam gataha. So we see in this shloka, this is described by Narad Muni to Yudhishthir Maharaj. So many verses before this we saw that Narad Muni was giving a philosophical description or philosophical idea to Yudhishthir Maharaj, because Yudhishthir Maharaj saw that he came to the palace of Dhritarashtra and his wife, and he could not find them. So he was perplexed, where did they go? And Narad Muni came there and described that this is all temporary, bodily attachment is temporary, you give it up, and you cannot have control. Krishna is as a Kal, is devouring. Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita that Mrityu Sarvaharashchaham. And then he said that in the yesterday's verse we saw, day before yesterday we saw, that he told Yudhishthira Maharaj that you all Pandavas stay till the time Krishna is present. And because why they had come? They had come to have a pastime, to play a pastime role in the pastimes of Lord Krishna. So Narad Muni, knowing this cause, he told that just wait till the Krishna is there on this planet Earth. As soon as he leaves, you can also leave. This is all philosophical description he gave to Yudhishthira Maharaj to pacify him. And in this verse, today's verse, he is giving, from here onwards, he is giving the fact. Actually, where they went. If you see, they went at night. If you see the description in Mahabharata also, they went at night. And in the morning, Yudhishthira Maharaj came. And so it is not immediately possible to reach to the northern palaces or northern places or southern side of Himalayas. They were in Hastinapur. Hastinapur is near Delhi. Right? But Narad Muni could see that because of his, he has Trikala Agya. So he could see past, present and future. So he could see that where all three of them had gone. So he described the same to Yudhishthira Maharaj. They had gone to the southern side of Himalayan mountains. Why southern side? Because southern side is purified, auspicious. Why auspicious? Because Ganges flows over there. Ganga Mata वहाँ पे बहती है, इसलिए it's called as auspicious sign. If you compare the northern side of Himalayas, what is northern side of Himalayas? It's China and Russia. Not that auspicious places, but the southern side is auspicious. We had gone to such place, Haridwar, Rishikesh, Dev Prayag, and many other things. Many Prayags are there. Dev Prayag, Rudra Prayag. Then we have Badrikashram, where still Vyasadeva and Nar and Rishi are present. Although we cannot see that, even though we visit Badrikashram, we won't be able to see them because we don't have that eyes. Chakshu, Divya Chakshu हमारे पास नहीं है. So for us it is not possible to see, but yes, he is present there, Vyasadeva. Because we have a proof. What is the proof in Kali Yuga? Madhvacharya had gone to meet Vyasadeva and to take Diksha. We see we have Bhagavad Gita, on that 29th page, 30th page, we have a Guru Parampara system, Guru Shishya Parampara. In that it is written, after Vyasadeva, who is there? Madhvacharya. So we are in a Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. So Madhvacharya is our Acharya. So he had gone to meet Vyasadeva and take knowledge, take enlightenment from Vyasadeva ji. He met there. So it's just recent, maybe 1,000 years before. So this is how we understand. The southern side is purified because of the presence of Ganges. We also go, but nowadays the system has changed. Nowadays people go over there just to have fun. Like it's a hilly place or cool place. It's very cool to go there, right? They go as a tourist place, because when we also went there, we saw many foreigners, heard the stories that people, they have casinos over there, they have drugstore over there. So it's like the place which is actually sanctified by the presence of sages is now polluted by the materialistic people. When we went to Haridwar and Rishikesh, we met one person, and the sadhu over there, he was telling that till 1940 there were no roads. 1940, just maybe less than 100 years. And those who want to go to these places, they used to go by walk, or they used to go climb mountains, go through forest, and all the animals were there, carnivorous animals. So it was very difficult for one to find a sadhu and stay there, remain alive for a long time. That is why Abhishek Baldev Prabhu was speaking on that day, ki once person leaves home for these places, Haridwar, Prayagraj, it's not sure. In earlier time it was not sure that we would come back. But now though we are having a return ticket bhi leke aate hain. So it's easily possible that we can come back, because its facilities are there. Nothing, no danger to our material body. We go in AC buses, we come in AC buses. But why we are going? Are we really going to meet Vyasadeva or take shelter, or no? We are just going for at least materialistic people. We go with devotees, so that consciousness we have to go there not from the enjoying mood, but from hearing a sadhu. But materialistic people, what they do? Bhagavatam says, na, nunam pramatta kurute karma. Yad indriya priti aprinoti. So they are just engaged in sense gratification, and they are getting body again and again. They are thinking that this is the only aim of the life. But this is not the aim of the life. So the purpose of going to these places, purpose of why did Vidura took Dhritarashtra, is to enlighten him, or to do a self-realization. Otherwise, again, there is one more shloka in Bhagavatam which says that Deha apatra kalata dishu atma sannista asatsopi. So what materialistic people think? That Deha apatya kalatra dishu. Deha means own self, apatya means children, kalatra means wife, and other relatives. What they are? They are my soldiers. Materialistic people think that. Jai Shri Radha Madhav ki, Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maiya ki, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. What materialistic people think? They are our soldiers. But what Bhagavatam says? Asat Swapi, they are fallible soldiers. They are not going to protect us, fallible soldiers. But whereas what Krishna is called as? Infallible, Achyuta. So we should take shelter of Krishna and his devotees. But materialistic people, they are taking shelter of their own relatives. They think that these are the soldiers, they can save me. But nobody can save them. So this is the situation. And we see Vidura who took actually Dhritarashtra, who gave the strong words to Dhritarashtra, right? We see he uses the word that you are acting like a dog, and you are subsisting on the food thrown by Bhima. Particularly use the word Bhima. Right? Why such strong words? To shake that person, to bring out from that attachment, bring out from that lamentation, or from that confusion. Arjuna was also confused. In the first chapter we see he was giving reasons. Krishna also used the strong words. What was strong words? Klaibhyam masma gama partha naitatva upapadyate. Kshudram hridaya daurbalyam. He called Arjuna, you are impotent, your hridaya is weak, heart is weak. So these are the strong words. He says that, how come these impurities have come to you? He called Arjuna as impure. Impurities, giving reasons. So Krishna used the strong words, then only Arjuna surrendered. He said that, Karpanya doshopahata. He understood that this is my weakness. Karpanya doshopahata swabhav. Because Krishna strongly used the words. Otherwise Arjuna was giving reasons after reasons. Similarly, Dhritarashtra, Vidura also gave many suggestions, many good suggestions, yes, to Dhritarashtra before the war, that give up your son Duryodhan. He's a Kali personified. Give him up, and give Yudhishthira Maharaj the rightful kingdom. But he didn't hear. He was just attached to his kingdom, his son. But then Vidura was insulted by Duryodhana, and Vidura went to pilgrimage place to take shelter of sages and to purify himself. He was purified, but still more association with sadhus. At the same time, Vidura went and sadhu went, and the war was inevitable. War was started, and what was the result of the war? Dhritarashtra lost everything. And even after that, Dhritarashtra was thinking that I'm comfortable here. Although my sons have died, he was earlier not speaking Yudhishthira Maharaj's son. He says, in first verse of Bhagavad Gita, he says that he says that my sons and Pandu's sons, what they are doing, he was asking Sanjay. So that time he made distinction between his sons and Pandu's sons. Yudhishthira Maharaj ko alag kar diya. But here he is thinking that Yudhishthira Maharaj is giving protection. I am safe here. But in the material world, nobody is safe. Vipada santadu shashvat. There are Kunti Maharaj is praying that yes, you give us the calamities more. We can remember. So we understand that Dhritarashtra also, Vidura also used the strong words. Krishna also used the strong words. And then Dhritarashtra understood after he spoke these strong words, then he understood. Okay, I understood. जैसे अर्जुन ने बोला भगवद गीता के एंड में, what did he say? नष्ट मोहा स्मृतिर लब्ध्वा. You gave me all instruction, my moha is now dispelled. So similarly, Dhritarashtra also accepted. Okay, now I understood. Let us go from here. So for us, what is there in this shloka, or what we have to understand from is that we also go out and meet such kind of Dhritarashtras. While doing book distribution, we met many such people who are attached to family. We give them Bhagavad Gita, they don't have time. They think that this is mythology, or this is story book, this is war book. So many names they give to these shastras. But while giving book also, sometimes we are very humbly we give. But somebody argues, then we can also tell them, this is for your benefit. Prabhupada says us that what 3 minutes of talk will happen, will do, but if you give a book to someone, his life will change. Because if we cannot use the strong words, we are not sadhu, we are sadhakas. But he is a sadhu, he has given the books. His books touches the heart of the people, and their heart will be cleansed, like us. जैसे हमारा clean हुआ, the conditioned souls, materialistic लोगों का भी हो सकता है. So that is why we distribute books. We don't have to stop there. As much as book distribution we can do, as much as these books of Srila Prabhupada is put into the laps of these materialistic people, that is beneficial for them. Right? Srila Prabhupada also, we see taking example of Vidura, and he actually did only for Dhritarashtra. But if you see Srila Prabhupada's life, Prabhupada also went to Western world. It is out of compassion. Here the words, now there are very nice words used in the shloka. The shloka says, 51, Dhritarashtra saha bhratra and Gandharya subharya. So bhratra also and bharya also. Vidura's brother was Dhritarashtra, Dhritarashtra's wife was Gandhari. Now here Rudra is giving advice to his brother, not on the bodily platform. Right? Actually, people, as I told, as the Bhagavatam says, people have attachment to our relationships, material relationships. My brother, my sister, my wife, my sons. But this is real bhratra, this is real duty of Vaishnava. Even if his bhratra, what he is doing, what basis he is considering his bhratra? Mamayvamsha jiva loke, jiva bhutasana. That he is also a soul, he is also part and parcel of Krishna. That is how he is a bhratra. So that is why Vidura went and gave the strong words. Even if he was thinking my brother is there, but what kind of brother? That he is also soul, he is also entrapped in this body. He is also suffering there. And as soon as Dhritarashtra heard, his wife also followed. Although relationships are maintained, but these relationships, when we are connected to Krishna, it is very easy to understand. Otherwise, it's very complicated. When it is connected to Krishna, Krishna is the Supreme Father for everyone. So everyone has to take to Krishna consciousness. And this is a duty of a sadhaka or sadhu to give this compassion to one and all. And this is what Prabhupada did, our acharyas did. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj also sent his disciples to London. Same way on his footsteps, Prabhupada also went just on the order of his Guru Maharaj. He went to Western world to preach. Now, neither of them was actually bhratra or relatives of Prabhupada on bodily platform. But Prabhupada preached to them. Why? Because they were bhratra on the platform of soul. That everyone is part and parcel of Krishna. So Prabhupada was compassionate on that platform. So we have to come out of that body relationship. Even in Bhagavad Gita also there is one shloka what says that Atma paumena sarvatra samah pashyati yorjuna sukham yadiva dukham sa yogi paramapata. Who is yogi? Who is sadhu? Who is a well-wisher of everyone? He is a real sadhu. Sadhu doesn't mean having a beard or wearing saffron robes. No, that is not a sadhu. Sadhu has to be well-wisher of everyone. He just don't have to think of himself. Like yogis, what they do? They go to Himalayas. They think that here in this material world it is too much of attraction, too much of distraction. So they go controlling their senses. They go to Himalayas. They go to forest to meditate. So they are actually selfish. They are thinking, "Bas, I have to make myself purified." But Prabhupada, he didn't go to. He was in Vrindavan, in a sacred place, in a dham. He left that dham and he went to such a place which is like a filthy place, Bowery, in New York. Why did he go there? He understood the real meaning of this is the real meaning of sadhu. He is not selfish. Yogis are selfish, but real Vaishnava is not selfish. He wants to give Krishna consciousness to everyone. That is the difference between yogi and Prabhupada also told his disciples to us, the instruction of Prabhupada is what for us? That you preach in the city, remain in city. We have this wonderful suburban city, Attapur. So many people come here. In the evening, the temple hall is always crowded. So lot of preaching opportunity. If we had opened the temple somewhere in the forest, who had come? Nobody would come, and there is no opportunity for preaching. So if we don't preach, what will happen? We will lose our own focus. We will give up our Krishna consciousness. So that is why Prabhupada told, stay in city. Even if there are distractions, you preach. Preaching will help you to get away from the distractions. Distribution of books will help us. So as a disciple, or as a followers, parampara followers of Srila Prabhupada, we also have to follow that, abide by that instruction. Open the temples in city, preach more, distribute more in city. In the places where there is too much of materialism. If you go to villages, if you tell them to chant Hare Krishna, it's easy, they will chant Hare Krishna. But if you tell someone in the city to chant Hare Krishna, it's difficult. At least here, we were distributing books last time, they were opening the windows. In Mumbai, forget windows. Who are you? Even if you are in saffron, you are in dhoti kurta, they will not open the windows. They will not give a fraction of seconds of attraction or attention to you. Who are you? They will take away the card. So these are the people, too much materialistic. To them only we have to catch. To them only we have to distribute the books. So this is how we have to understand. And this is, we see Yudhishthir Maharaj. Now, Yudhishthir Maharaj also, if you see comparison between Yudhishthir Maharaj and Duryodhan, Yudhishthir Maharaj accepted all those things which is told by Krishna. Even if too many problems came in the life of Pandavas, Yudhishthir Maharaj continued hearing Krishna. Right? Vidura gave advice, but Krishna sent help every time. When they were about to set by fire in that wax house, Vidura came to their help. Vidura told, this is a trap, you get away from there. So Krishna sends help if you follow the instructions of Krishna. Krishna says in Bhagavatam, he says that to Arjuna, what is the shloka? Kaunteya pratijanihi nama bhakta pranashati. My devotee never perishes. So he helps, he sends help. But we have to follow the instructions, as well as Yudhishthira Maharaj doing. But when we see Duryodhan, it was completely against. So many instructions came from Krishna, so many instructions came from Vidura. He was not hearing. Rather, he actually insulted a Vaishnava. Follow karna chhod do. He insulted a Vaishnava. This is aparadha. He did. So this is the quality of a sadhu also, sadhaka also. We are also sadhaka. So what we have to do? We have to follow the sadhu. Whatever instruction have been told to us by Prabhupada or through his representatives, we have to abide by those instructions. Like there is a story of Dronacharya. Once Dronacharya told Yudhishthir Maharaj that you go out and find out a person who is the worst person in the whole day. Yudhishthira Maharaj went. Then he called Duryodhan and he told Duryodhan, you find out the best person. Both of them went, and then Duryodhan came back single-handedly. He didn't bring anyone. He said, I didn't find any person who is best. So that means, what was his intention? I am the best. But Yudhishthira Maharaj came, he told, I didn't find any person who is a bad person, worst person. So this is a sadhu. He doesn't see others as not qualified, or they are, even if Yudhishthira Maharaj was such a king, he was a great Vaishnava, but he considered that nobody is worse, nobody is bad. Sadhu sees that everyone is engaged in Krishna's service, already engaged rather, and they encourage them. Vidya vinay sampane brahmani cha gavyastini shuni cha shapake cha pandita samudrashan. This is pandita, na, who says everyone has a equal vision. They don't differentiate. So this is Yudhishthira Maharaj who didn't differentiate on these points. We see Narad Muni also. Again, great Vaishnava, great sadhu. He went to Mrigari and told him, stop doing this. You worship Lord. Mrigari asked, how can I subsist? This is my family business. He said, you chant Lord's name, Krishna will provide. And Mrigari heard the sadhu. He gave up his profession and started chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Immediately help came. The villagers started to think, this hunter became a sadhu. Let us offer something. We also go in bus party and we just chant names. People come and they give grocery, they give vegetables, they give whatever we need. Krishna provides them. Krishna encourages them within the heart. Go and give this sadhu. Right? So when we come, even another example of Narad Muni, he went to told Varmiki, previously it was Ratnakar, you chant Ram's name. He couldn't chant. So he gave the option. Okay, you chant at least Mara Mara. That is how Valmiki was purified. If he tells someone chant Hare Krishna, he doesn't chant, so we get offended. But I told him he didn't chant Hare Krishna. But here what Narad Muni is doing, sadhu. pure Vaishnava. He's telling, okay, you chant Mara Mara, at least some or the other way you connect to Ram. Right? So this is the difference between a pure soul and a conditioned soul. This is how we feel. This is how we have to meet people and give them. They are engaged, they are grossly engaged in these materialistic activities. Like the example of Chitraketu Maharaj. Chitraketu Maharaj requested Angira Muni to give me son. Angira Muni told, this son will be the cause of pleasure also and pain also. The pleasure was, he got the son, but immediately after some time, the other wives of the Chitraketu Maharaj poisoned him and he died. And there was a pain. So Chitraketu Maharaj was lamenting. So then Narad Muni came. What Narad Muni did? Narad Muni actually gave the life to that child again. And then child spoke the philosophy. He said that, who are you? What father, mother? I had many father and mothers. So that hit Chitraketu Maharaj. Every lifetime we have different fathers and we have that attachment to them. Those father, mother, brother, wife, children. Like it is, the example is given of river. In a river, with the flow of current, many particles come together. And because of flow of current also they only dispersed. So similarly in this lifetime, we as a soul, many souls as a relation, they are coming together and at the end of life they are dispersing. And we don't know who were our previous father, mother, who will be next father, mother. We don't remember. We'll go in train journey, mails. So many passengers around us. They greet us. We speak for 2 minutes, some time, whenever the journey is there, 1 day, 2 days. And after that, the journey is over, they are on their way, we are on our way. No relation after that. The time span of that journey is very small, say 1 year or one day or 2 days. So we don't feel so much attachment. Here there is a 50, 60 years time span, so we get attached. But actually they're temporary. Everything is just temporary. Right? So we see the second part of the shloka which talks about Dhritarashtra. Vidura took Dhritarashtra and Gandhari to northern part to take shelter of the Vaishnavas. Right? So how to take shelter of Vaishnavas? This is very important. Where as we discussed that southern side of Himalaya, actually it's the Ganges flow from there. So on the banks of Ganges there are many sadhus, there are many dhams, tirtha kshetras are there. We go there. We go there from the point of view of hearing a sadhu, taking a shelter of sadhu. Like Prahlad Maharaj also gives instruction to his father. The first sloka when Prahlad Maharaj says, Tat sadhu manye asurvira dehina. What is the second line? Tat sadhu manye asurvira dehina. Sada samudvigna dhyam yasadga hitvatma patam grihanda kupam vanam gatoya dharimashret. So hitvatma papam, you give up this attachment. This is, and vanam gatoya dharimashret. Go to forest and take shelter of the Supreme Lord. So Prahlad Maharaj also is telling to whom? Asurvira Dehinam, who is the greatest of Asuras. Direct preaching, no bridge preaching. Direct preaching, direct shelter lo. Immediately Hiranyakashipu got angry. He is telling me to take shelter of Vishnu, he is my enemy. So everyone of this in this world thinks that Vishnu is enemy, Krishna is enemy. Why? Because they are envious of Krishna. Why he should be centered around everything? Why he should be worshipped? Why I not to be worshipped? There is always a competition between materialistic people with Krishna. But here, Prahlad Maharaj is giving direct instruction to his father. Same, the Hiranyakashipu is the embodiment of that materialistic people. So, Prahlad Maharaj is giving direct instruction. You give up this attachment and take shelter of the Vishnu. So, taking shelter means hearing from a sadhu, following the instruction given to us. Like Srila Prabhupada gave us instruction, gave us books, we have to read, we have to follow 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, follow 4 good principles, and stay in Krishna consciousness. If we stay with an association of devotees, we will be purified. But if we think, no, association, there is too much of disturbance, we started finding faults, then it's very difficult for us to stay. Because we want Vaishnava association. Vaishnavas doesn't want us, or they don't want us. We want association. So we have to tolerate, we have to find the right mood to deal with the Vaishnavas, to take shelter, to hear from them. Whatever happens, like Srila Prabhupada in his Lilamrut, there is a story when many of the disciples of Prabhupada used to live Krishna consciousness. So Prabhupada used to say, matlab, on the ashram basis, Prabhupada used to say, you remain in whatever ashram you want. Ashram means you remain in whatever ashram you want, but stay connected to devotees. Stay in ISKCON, stay in Krishna consciousness. There must be, there will be some attractions, there will be distractions, whatever suitable ashram for us, but we don't have to leave this association. If we leave this association, there is no help for us. Our life is then doomed. So we have to have a conviction that yes, devotee association, in devotee association only I will get the full benefit of Krishna consciousness. If we leave, we are at loss. Right? And when we push on this way, we tolerate the urges of senses, we tolerate the disrespect, we tolerate the inconveniences, and in that mood we go out and distribute books, preach to the people, connect them to Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada will be most pleased. Right? Prabhupada told his disciples that I have built such a vast empire, ISKCON, don't spoil it. But he said that final lines that how do you cooperate in between you? That is my success, or that is I want. You cooperate in between you. So we should cooperate amongst the devotees, tolerate the inconveniences, and continue Krishna consciousness, continue devotional life, and continue preaching, continue connecting the souls to Krishna consciousness, giving them book, giving them Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, inviting them to take darshan. This is how we can pass on our life in Krishna consciousness. And then, as we are going now to Mayapur, or we went to Haridwar, in Kartik we are going to Vrindavan, go to these places, Vanam gato yadharimasha, and take shelter. Hear the stories. That is more pleasing. As soon as I raised the topic of yatra, everyone started smiling. So it is more pleasing to go to yatras and to visit the holy places, to take shelter, to hear Krishna Katha. Right? But I saw the message of Chaitanya Prabhu yesterday. Someone has to stay in Attapur. So like that, someone has to stay in temple. Volunteers. So someone has to be here also, because devotees are coming, public are coming, so we have to preach them also. And take opportunity. So rather Prabhupada will be most pleased. One who stays here, like I heard once that about Guru Maharaj, he likes the people who stay at the place and do sarve seva. And so that is why. If the seva has been given to us, authorities have told us some instruction, some responsibility has given us, we should stay back and do that. Our seniors, Vaishnavas and Prabhupada will be most pleased. Krishna will be most pleased. Right? Nityan Chandra Prabhu is saying right. You want to volunteer? No. Anyways, that's up to our authorities. What Chaitanya Prabhu says, we have to follow. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Thank you for listening patiently. Questions, comments? Yes, Abhishek Baldev Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, you said ki there will be so much of distraction. You talked about being staying in the city, in the temple, not in the forest. And even though there are so many distractions in the city, still by preaching, it will be purified and you will be focused. But sometimes it so happens that we go out so many times, so then all the material impressions are there in the mind, and then it's very difficult to come to that spiritual consciousness. And the distraction sometimes carries away out, and very difficult to come back. So how we can, stay focused although we are staying.
So that is why there is a morning program given to us. Right? We have to do morning program nicely. Why Prabhupada introduced morning program? You know when Prabhupada introduced morning program and why did he introduce? It was in 71. Earlier there was no morning program. It was only book distribution. Prabhupada disciples used to go for distribution. They used to come late at night, get up late, and then go again, take prasad and go again out. Prabhupada saw this will not help the disciples to purify themselves. They are doing book distribution. They are distributing books, but they also have to have a strong foundation. Purity is the force. Where the purity will come? Purity will come from the morning program. So never miss Mangalarti, never miss Guru Puja, never miss Bhagavatam class. They're the basic fundas of not getting polluted yourself. If we follow the right standards, right morning program, if we complete, even if after that we go out and doesn't come back before the temple closes or don't take darshan of the Lord after that, doesn't matter. Morning program, you take darshan, you be in association, follow the program given to us, sorted. Because whatever, and of course Prabhupada told us, read Krishna book at the night. So that is also, when we go out, we take a lot of impurities from the materialistic people. Then at the night we can read Krishna book and sleep. The practical way. Krishna book will help us to again revive that, give up that thoughts, daily thoughts, what we have, wrong thoughts or sinful thoughts.
We have Krishna book reading.
We have Krishna book reading at night, 9 o'clock. So you can also join.
I added.
Yes, any other question? Question, शंका, हिंदी में किसको पूछना है पूछ सकते हैं. हाँ? संशय. So we'll stop here. It's before 9, I closed before 9, so everyone should be happy. Please give me blessings. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Grantharaja Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai.
His Grace Sri Sudama Prabhu ki.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.